everybody. Thanks for joining us at 7. I'm Tracey McCain.
I'm Caitlin Nuclo. You're watching Eyewitness News here on the Wax. A lot to talk about on this chilly Monday morning. So let's get right to meteorologist Scot Haney. Get a check on that first alert forecast. Hey, good morning, Scott.
Temperature dropped as cold as 39 degrees in the Robertsville section of Colebrook.
Chilly.
That's one of the normally colder sections of the state. Everybody else is generally in the low to mid to upper 40s this morning. All right, our first alert live radar, the only live radar in Connecticut scanning dry, visibility at a 10, and let's roll out the bus. Yeah, kids, time to get on the bus. This morning, right around 50, 53, 64 for lunch and recess with partly to mostly sunny skies on the ride home. Talking about low 70s. Just enough cloud coverage out there to make for a beautiful start and a touch of fog. And when I say a touch, that's really it. Just draped over the Connecticut River, not impeding traffic this morning. Here's New London, kind of cloudy, and that's all due to the cloud coverage from the storm system that brought us all the rain over the weekend. 3 to 4 inches of rain in parts of the state over the weekend. Here's our Hartford ICAM. Beautiful out there with partly to mostly sunny skies during the day today. Here are the numbers. I mean, generally mid to upper 40s out there. Lots of 45s and 46s and 47s. So grab that light jacket as you're heading out the door. Good news is it's nice and dry, and the satellite and radar stays that way pretty much for days. Your forecast for today calls for highs in the upper 60s and low 70s. Mostly sunny, nice and dry. Get out there and enjoy it. Kate, I'm back with one fly in the ointment coming up in just a bit.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Scott. 7:02 here. Waking up with us on your Monday morning here on the Wax. We do appreciate that. Heading out the door, Scott was just talking about what a nice start it is outside. A little chilly, but other than that, if you're heading out, hopping in the car, heading to work, bringing the kids to school or the bus stop, you should be in good shape. Live look outside here in Hartford. That sun coming up here. 91 north and southbound, a live look in Middletown along Route 9. Things slowing down at the light. We've got some normal traffic volume here through Waterbury. That's the lower deck of the Mixmaster, 84 westbound. And here in Meriden along 691 east and westbound. Again, things are nice and quiet out there to start. Normal traffic volume and normal delays that we're starting to see pick up, but that's basically it. No crashes, no major incidents, no construction right now. That daytime work, most of it picks up between about 8:30 and 9 o'clock. 35-minute ride into Hartford, 84 eastbound, and just more than an hour and a half, between an hour and a half and a 2-hour ride here at 95 southbound towards the George Washington Bridge. But again, very, very typical for this time of morning. Let's check out your Connecticut Chevy First Alert traffic report driven by your Connecticut Chevy dealers.
Right now, Channel 3 is working to get more information about an investigation in Haddam.
Police are not saying much about what happened, but we do know it happened on Sept Drive. Your reporter Taylor Knight gets us up to date with what we know so far.
Well, so far, state police are only referring to this as a suspicious incident. It happened at a home over on Sept Drive, and the investigation there lasted for hours yesterday. This quiet neighborhood in Haddam was full of police yesterday. State police and Drug Enforcement Administration officers were seen investigating at a home on Sept Drive. Some were even wearing hazmat suits. There were also 2 environmental service trucks in the neighborhood. The street was shut down for about 7 hours yesterday, but it's back open this morning, and police have ended their investigation for now. Again, state police not saying much about this at this point. They are only referring to it as a suspicious incident. We are working to get you more information, and once we have it, we will bring it to you on air and online at WFSB.com. Your reporter in Haddam, Taylor Knight, Channel 3, Eyewitness News.
Well, today, an Oakville bar employee goes before a judge to face charges he threatened one of his coworkers with a gun. Officers responded to the Ordinary Joe's bar Saturday afternoon for reports of a fight. Police arrested the suspect in a nearby wooded area after they say he ran from police. He now faces a number of charges and is being held on bond.
Well, right now, Hartford police need your help finding the driver who they say hit a pedestrian Saturday night before taking off. It happened near Albany Avenue and Chestnut Street. The victim is in his 70s, and police say he was taken to the hospital. He was seriously hurt. Also following some breaking international news here from overnight, 6 people were killed and at least 12 others hurt in a shooting in Jerusalem. Police say 2 attackers shot people who were waiting at a bus stop at a busy intersection where the attackers are now dead as well. You can see authorities here rushing to the scene. We're working to find out more about the condition of the surviving victims and what led to the shooting. We'll bring you the latest here on air, online, and on the WFSB app for updates.
Right now, investigators are looking into what started a fire that damaged a number of businesses in Seymour. The fire broke out around 7:30 Sunday morning at Hot Grill and Pizza on New Haven Avenue. And then the business next door, Seymour Garden, also sustained some smoke damage. The fire department says both businesses are closed until further notice for repairs. Officials say no one was hurt.
This morning, the investigation continues into two deadly crashes that shut down 95 in Westbrook for hours on Friday. A truck carrying plywood lost its load just before 8 o'clock on Friday morning, causing a chain reaction crash involving 4 other cars near exit 64. Crews are now working to repair the bridge that carries Route 145 over the highway as well because it was damaged. And then less than 2 hours later, a box truck rear-ended a tractor trailer near exit 65. Drivers were forced to find other routes, causing heavy traffic on Route 1 and many side roads in town as well.
This morning, a youth soccer coach and basketball coach from New Hartford is arrested, charged with sending inappropriate messages and photos to 2 girls on his team. He is facing 2 counts of risk of injury to a minor and is out on bond. We reached out to the soccer club to find out if he's still coaching, and we're waiting to hear back. This morning, Winchester police are asking for your help investigating a deadly bike crash. Police say they found the cyclist unresponsive on Main Street Saturday afternoon. Pinpoint News Tracker taking you to the scene near Northwestern Connecticut Community College. We're told the victim died at the hospital.
Well, this morning, doctors are urging you to take steps to protect yourself and your family from mosquitoes after state health officials confirmed the first human case of the West Nile virus this year. The Department of Health says a patient, a Fairfield County man, has since recovered. You can protect yourself by wearing bug spray with DEET and remove standing water from around your home. Also new this morning, students at most New Haven high schools are starting the year without their phones in class.
Your reporter Marcy Jones explains what it means for students and why city leaders say it's a win for education.
The vast majority of New Haven public high schoolers have had about 2 weeks to getting used to locking up their devices before the school day begins. And city leaders say this isn't about taking away freedoms, it's about creating far less distractions in the classroom. The policy is now in effect for nearly every public school student in New Haven, from elementary to high school. It's a move district leaders say is designed to boost focus, cut down on classroom disruptions, and even improve mental health. According to a study cited by city leaders, going phone-free improved students' grades and behavior. Mayor Justin Elliker will join the district superintendent here later this morning to continue the discussion. The policy has already taken effect in elementary and middle schools since last year, and the district says they're going to continue monitoring how well the policy is working. But for now, these devices will be staying out of sight. Your reporter in New Haven, Marcy Jones, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Right, today, Newington animal rights advocates will renew calls for Congress to give federal law enforcement more tools to prosecute animal abuse suspects. They want lawmakers to take up a bill that gives the Department of Justice the right to seize animals and revoke animal licenses. Advocates say the number of reported animal abuse cases has gone up by 37% in our state in the last 2 years.
Well, this morning, the family of a fallen Hartford police detective is receiving a special award in his honor. Bobby Garton's family was given a Medal of Valor during a memorial ceremony on Saturday. Marked 2 years since he was killed by a driver fleeing a traffic stop. The Medal of Valor is the highest civilian award in the U.S. for law enforcement officers. A fundraiser will be held this weekend to support causes that were important to him.
Well, we are all watching the stock market pretty closely today, as well as the Federal Reserve. The latest jobs report showed a significant slowdown in hiring, and stock futures are up this morning, but all 3 indices ended in the red Friday afternoon. The Labor Department says the U.S. added just 22,000 jobs in August, much lower than the 80,000 analysts expected. The report also found the U.S. lost 13,000 jobs in June. That's the first month in negative employment numbers since the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. Experts say the uncertainty of U.S. tariff policies and the rise of artificial intelligence are to blame.
Analysts say the jobs report makes it more likely that the Federal Reserve will lower interest rates at its meeting next month. The Federal Reserve chairman indicated last month that he is open to lowering rates after keeping them steady despite pressure from the president. Lower rates usually mean lower borrowing costs for mortgages and car loans.